Good morning. It is a new week, it is a new day, and I am really hoping that it's better than the last week. Today is Monday, and today is actually the big eclipse moment today. It is also, unfortunately, day 2 of Mother Nature's gift to women, and my body hurts. Over the weekend was really interesting because for the first time I had some issues at home, and instead of taking the my version of taking the high road and just letting things go for the sake of making things good and everything like that, I decided to stew in my petty and anger. You know what? I don't even know if I was being petty. I personally feel like I was justified. But anyways, and I actually feel kind of good. I was sick and tired of always, getting my opinion in case people watch this vlog. I was getting sick and tired of always taking the high road, and yeah, long story short, I feel like I needed to sit in those feelings. I feel like I never really give myself a chance to sit in my anger in a healthy way because of I'm in therapy, I'm healing, I don't need to be this angry and everything like that. But anger is just as a valid emotion as happy and sadness. So this weekend, I really did just decide to let it fester, in a sense. I don't think in an unhealthy way, just because I feel better, the situation is a little bit better, and I don't have this weird resentment of not having spoken up, in a sense. I just think it's kind of poetic, I guess, that all of this happened leading up to an eclipse in Aries, because Aries is the ruler of Mars, which is the planet or the god of war, or Mars is the ruler of Aries. Something along those lines. They're all related to war and passion and basically all of the emotions that I was dealing with over the weekend. So it's pretty interesting that all of that happened this over the weekend. And also having the eclipse new moon, is it a new moon? Anyways, situation around my period is really feels like I'm shedding the old and entering a new stage in life. I don't know if I've mentioned this in my channel at all, but as someone who really truly believes in astrology and is really strong in their faith and spirituality, I really do feel like everything was leading up to this moment to finally just really close the doors to all of that old energy and bring in this new one. Welcome to a new vlog. If you're new here, my name is Laura, and I'm a grad student with newly discovered ADHD, and I like to romanticize my life as I go through the motions of dealing with it. Last vlog, I was talking about how I was waiting for my second committee member to turn in their comments for my thesis, and I ended the vlog still waiting, and I'm beginning this vlog still waiting. He is the nicest professor I've ever had, and I really like him, so I'm trying not to be really annoyed by it. It's just that I have a timeline, and he's not helping me with my anxiety. And I'm really hoping that this doesn't mean that he thinks it's horrible and there's a lot of shit that he wants me to correct or anything like that. Because I think the other professor is a harder grader, and he only had 3 or 4 comments for me to want to correct. He only had 3 or 4 comments is what I'm trying to say. There wasn't much to correct, right? And so I'm sure he's just really busy because he's also the head of something, he's not just a professor, he's a director of something and such. And yes, I'm sure he's busy, but I'm just my guy, please, I need my thesis. Anyways, I do have to read a book that's like less than 200 pages for tomorrow. So my plan for today is basically to rot and read the entire day, especially since tomorrow is gonna be pretty busy because I'm gonna go see my psychiatrist tomorrow, and that's always a drive. And for some reason, I booked it on the same day that I go to school, and it's gonna be a long day, and I'm not really excited for it. So I'm gonna take advantage of today and just relax, taking it easy, embrace the energy of the solar eclipse, and go with the flow, basically. So happy Tuesday. I went to my doctor's appointment today. I'm at my psychiatrist appointment and your girl did a thing. Here, let me show ya. You see that? Those are my car keys. So now I have to wait for a handy dandy locksmith. There's a tire shop next to this office, but when I walked over there, it turns out they're closed. They've been shut down for years. And it's raining. You know, life, just life. The locksmith should be here 10 to 20 minutes, I think, so I'm not gonna wait that long. And if it starts raining, I don't want to go inside, so if it starts raining I will have to, but I'm kind of hoping I could just stay here. So yeah. So I'm actually in my sister's new apartment. She moved out by herself instead of with my other sister, so she got a very nice studio. It's still pretty empty, but she get to keep the baby, so I'm back to babysitting the baby. That's her bed, that's her kitchen. That's basically it. I actually really love this apartment so much, so I'm low-key considering these apartments as well whenever I move out, which will hopefully be soon, who knows. But yeah, I think her apartment's pretty cute and we're here now. Good morning. Today I have a lot of work to do. I finally, like I said, it's Saturday. Today I finally got my second professor's or my second committee member's comments on my thesis, and so basically all weekend I will be working on those and maybe squeeze in a little bit school reading to be ready for my last class. Because the semester's over. I am a little, I don't know if upset is the right word, but I am a little like, because his comments are actually more than my other thesis committee member. And it's not that I was expecting like, oh, this is great or anything like that. I just really didn't want to make that much revisions because my timeline is a little short in terms of like, I guess how much I could work on it, and also just like I just want to be done now, you know, like I just want to turn it in, bruh. So yeah, I guess that's a little upsetting, but very valid comments. My concern though is that he wrote a lot about switching things around, where the first committee member didn't say anything and frankly even understood why certain, I guess, definitions made it towards the end as opposed to like beginning with it and then like just keep it going. So that's I think that's where I'm mostly going to be focused on, are those specific questions, especially because he also like helped with like proofreading. They both helped with like proofreading, and I already worked on the changes from the first committee member, so I'm hoping that this second committee member basically looked at the similar mistakes and I don't really have to proof edit that much anymore. But yeah, overall they were both very impressed by my thesis and gave me such wonderful reviews in a sense. And then the second professor even mentioned that it really is a testament to my success in the MA program and my readiness to start the PhD program. And for me, that was like, I guess, the best compliment that he could have given me, especially because of like my whole imposter syndrome thing that is still happening. Like being told that I am 100% ready to be a PhD candidate just really like was basically what I needed to hear. That was pretty cool. And another thing, I actually just found out that I was accepted to get funding for my PhD program, which is amazing because that also means that I don't necessarily need to find a job outside of school, which is something that I've been worried about because I can't just be freeloading as much as I want to. I can't just be freeloading here at home. So that's really nice. I'm getting funded, so that means that I'll be teaching. That also means that I'll be teaching next semester and until I graduate again. So stay tuned for that. Hit subscribe, hit the like button, ring the bell if you're interested in seeing that journey. That is basically how my Saturday is going to be spent, is working on the very last bit of my thesis so that I could hopefully circulate it again by Wednesday, I think. We'll see. We'll know by next vlog, basically. Give me a more shoulder, baby. So good morning. Happy Monday. I did not do what I was supposed to do yesterday. Just one of those. I opened up my documents and I realized that, so for some reason the corrections that I made from my first committee member just didn't save. Or I checked everywhere and I couldn't open whatever file I thought I worked on. So I realized that my work doubled and I decided to close it and say that that was future Laura's problem, and I am now future Laura. Today I'm going to work on my corrections. And honestly, the first round of the first committee members' corrections didn't take me a long time. So I'm really expecting to finish both professors' comments, I guess realistically by the end of the day. But I do want to try to give myself a break and work on them until Wednesday, just so I won't burn out or anything like that. But knowing me, myself, and I will most likely work on it all day if I'm in the heat of the moment, so we'll see how that goes. But yesterday I was still productive and I'm pretty proud of myself. I need to take care of the clothes on top of it, but I finally put the little furniture piece that I wanted to put in my last vlog when I organized my room. And basically that houses anything that doesn't have a home, especially since I didn't want the little black card that they were originally on. So right now it has all my nail stuff since I do my own gel nails. It has all my nail stuff, my art supplies, and other miscellaneous items. I also have a big box of clothes that of like t-shirts that I use to like clean or work out and stuff like that. I took that out of my bookshelf so that I could have more space for when I start buying books again. But yeah, I'm really glad that I put that there, especially since once I take care of that clothes, I'll have more surface room to decorate a little more. I guess I'm a maximalist. I don't know. So hopefully I'll take care of that sometime this week because it's Monday. Happy Monday.
It may have even come up in a reading before, but I can't really tell you that one. I can't really remember. Acutely aware of your emotions recently, and for some of you, you may have been like operating on autopilot for some time, where you're making one step and then you're just checking in to look at the step that you took, and then you're thinking about the next one. So I feel there's a methodical. You're keeping a tight rein on your finances if you are struggling right now.
Oh my god, it's so hot. It is only April. Yeah, days like these, I do not wear face makeup, but I gotta go to school, so I at least need to put on my lashes, you know? There you are. So happy Tuesday. As you can see, I am in my sister's apartment right now. I do usually go to school way later, or I'm usually in Atlanta way later than this if I don't have anything important to do, but today baby girl had to go to the vet. And since I'm usually the one that doesn't really have a packed schedule, I had to take her, which obviously I love my baby girl. Excuse me. Thankfully she's okay, everything's okay. We did have like a little concerns that we wanted to check up on, but overall it was just her yearly checkup with updating her vaccines and just like the yearly wellness check. That day to like wearing all black. And I decided, obviously, since I was already down here, instead of just going straight to school, I decided to hang out at the apartment and then leave. Hard to do these things. I was going to try to last all day with my hair down, but no. No, Mr. Krabs, no. Oh, there you go. Okay. Much better. Anyways, so today I actually finished all my edits from the comments that my professors sent me, and I'm a little nervous because I didn't do any big changes to my thesis, but I did add, anything that might have related to their comments, and one of them specifically is bringing back something from the very beginning again in the middle of my thesis, which I don't know how that's gonna go, but it answers one of the questions that one of the professors commented on. So hopefully I was able to like merge it, that's the word, or I don't know. Hopefully I was able to answer that question good and not like have ruined it. I mean, I could always just delete that section anyways. But yeah, I am a little worried. Everything's okay, hopefully. And that's really exciting because now that I sent it back to my committee, all they have to do is read it and I could hopefully turn it in by the end of the week, which means that I am on schedule again. And then it's also very exciting because today is actually the very last day of class, and next week is actually the due date for my final essay. So yeah, basically the semester's over and I'm freaking out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just a tiny bit freaking out, but it's okay. But yeah, so I will talk to you guys later, I guess. Okay, so let's hope that open door doesn't scare me while I'm editing. I'm just kidding. So now that I'm back home, I actually really wanted to talk about the books that I've been reading because it's been a while since I've done a reading update because I haven't been reading anything. But I finally got to Bride by Ali Hazelwood. If you have been following any of my vlogs, you would know that I've been trying to get to this novel for like the longest time, and I finally had some free time and I finally read it. And I wasn't disappointed because it was a really good book. It really was a great book. I guess I was disappointed in the amount of smut that there was. You know, like since Ali Hazelwood is the author of The Love Hypothesis and like all these other famous smutty TikTok books, I really thought I was walking into porn with plot. But if anything, it was just a really good book with like a little bit of spicy in it, you know? Definitely not as spicy as like the werewolf fiction that I read in those apps that you see advertised to people, or like, did I read one in Wattpad? No, but I definitely read some in AO3. So in terms of spiciness, I would say 2 out of 5. Yeah, 2 out of 5. I don't really rate books in general, but this was definitely a really good book. I thought the story was very well told, very unique, and misery and low have my heart. It unfortunately didn't make it to my favorite shelf like I thought it would, and that really doesn't dictate whether if it's like a 5-star or anything like that, because yeah, I don't know. I don't like rating books. I really don't. I really liked it. It's not a favorite, but I really liked it. Do with that what you will. I'm just really glad that I finally caught up. Well, I guess I wouldn't say caught up, but that I finally actually read a book that is not only by a trending author, but that just kind of technically came out. So I'm not behind, as you could say. That was Bride. I'm happy that I finally finished it, and now we can put it away. I'm currently reading Briefly a Delicious Life by Nell Stevenson, and this one was definitely a cover buy. And I say it in that way because I'm not saying that it's a bad read because I'm still reading it, but it is a little slower than what I thought it would be. The premise was really good. We're basically following a ghost who falls in love with someone who's alive. And it's a very sapphic book, which is kind of refreshing. And I guess that's really all I have to say about it. We'll see let's see where my thoughts go once I actually finish the book, which I'm hoping is soon because, as I mentioned earlier, today was my last class, and all I'm doing right now is writing my last essay while I wait to see if I could officially turn in my thesis. Happy Sunday, everybody. I was I was actually going to vlog way more of Saturday, but when I came home from running my errands, I got so sick. I got so sick that I just took care of that and then laid down. I had some stomach issues, just to make it rated G in this vlog. But I'm not vegan, but I do prefer vegan milk. But for some reason or another, if I don't have vegan milk at home, I don't mind, you know, drinking a little bit of regular milk or using a little bit if I need to and everything like that. And I always forget that if I'm going to have regular milk in my cereal, I can't have it more than once. I had it for dinner. I ate cereal on Friday night because I just came home. I came home late from my sister's apartment and I was hungry but not that hungry, so I just grabbed a bowl of cereal. And we didn't have oat milk. And then yesterday in the morning, I woke up late and I had to get going to run my errands and decided to eat cereal again. And that's what did it. That is what did it. Oi, precioso. Say hi to the camera. Anyways, so I didn't do anything yesterday, but it's Sunday. So I'm going to continue to not do anything today, and I'll keep working on my essay tomorrow. I'm babysitting the baby girl tonight and Monday, so we'll see how that goes. But I am going to hopefully finish reading the book that I'm reading today and just continue to rock. And then I'm going to put him down before he scratches me. I have to take advantage that he's still like this. But you can't see his paw because of all the black, but he's ready. He's ready to get down. Thank you. I appreciate it. Like I said, you have to take advantage. But yeah, that is the plan for today.